Timeouts.
No one can wear that anymore after he's
Right.
done.
Well, speaking of the Lakers, they are the last of the matchups that we have to talk
These
about tonight.
transitions are fire.
Cut. The Lakers and the Suns. So this one is a very interesting one, only because when the matchup was first announced, you had the inexperienced Suns. At least that's the narrative. The inexperienced Suns against LeBron and his legacy, and the Suns at the 2 seed were a 700 plus or plus
That was
700
too
underdog.
much, bro. They were too far of underdog. Like plus 700, really? Like
Yeah,
That's what I saw.
Not a bunch of bums on that.
That's what I saw.
On the team.
I'm only saying what I saw, but it was plus
That's a
700 underdog against LeBron and the Lakers.
I should have bet on that.
That's exactly what I thought too. I was like, damn, I should have bet on this game.
Yeah, so the narrative of the series is basically the Suns have 3 starters who have never had playoff experience: Booker, Bridges, and Ayton. And
Did you call Bridges a star or starter? Okay.
Nah, starter. But you know what those 3 inexperienced players did? They beat the Lakers.
They beat the shit out of the Lakers.
Yeah. Okay, beat me to it. But yeah, so I'm gonna save you for last, Sterenko, because I know you probably have a lot to say about LeBron and the Lakers. But Flacco, your thoughts on this matchup in game 1?
Wasn't really surprised about the Suns winning. I think I don't like about the Suns winning is that they're not being appreciated as much as they should be. People are saying that the Lakers lost it. They're pointing out everything that they did wrong. They're blaming AD. They're saying LeBron's not healthy. But why don't you talk about how Devin Booker cooked their ass? How, especially Ayton was, I think, at one point 10 for 11 from the field. He had more rebounds, almost more rebounds than Drummond and AD combined.
Yeah.
So I think they should put some more respect on the Suns' name, especially with them being the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Chris Paul, he got hurt a little bit. Didn't seem like he was playing the same at the end of the game. So we have to see how he is for game 2. But I do like the Suns. I won't say that I favor them to win the series. I'll still have Lakers, but I think it'll be in 6.
Lakers in 6?
And another thing is, I didn't realize, but I mean, I knew he's been in the league for a couple of years now. I never made the playoffs, but Booker's been in the league since 2015, and he still looks young as fuck.
He does. He's got a young face.
He did join the league at 19.
Yeah,
so he's like 25. Damn,
he's so young. Yeah.
But before we get to Sterenko, before we get there, I just want to say, I completely agree. Like, the media was focusing more on what the Lakers did wrong versus what the Suns did right. And the Suns just did about everything right. Like, I was watching the game and everything was going in for the Suns. Now, I think the unfortunate thing for the Suns is that Chris Paul got hurt, right shoulder contusion. So I think the series is really going to be dependent.
I hate when they use contusion.
Yeah.
It's just such a
Just say a bruise.
Yeah.
It's just a bruise, bro. Just say you got a bruise.
But I think Chris Paul's availability for the rest of the series is going to play a big role. I mean, this dude cannot stay healthy in the playoffs, but if he can get back in the lineup, I'm going to take Suns in 5.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Shit. If he can get back healthy, Suns in 5.
I hope you're right. I really do. That would make my day if the Lakers lose. Oh my God. I was so happy when they lost.
By you saying you hope he's right, that means you still have the Lakers winning the series?
No,
is that what I'm interpreting?
But,
he's got,
but it won't be 5. It won't be. That's wild. Nah. Oh, and check in with the Nets Celtics game. Just a quick check in. It's 71 to 47.
Oh
Nets
my
up.
God! Wait. How much time?
It's halftime.
Halftime. The game is call it. Series over. Brooklyn moves on.
Yeah, so now that's gonna be a good series. Milwaukee versus the Nets. Knock on wood.
You mean Heat versus Nets? Okay, go on.
Anyway, so back to this. GOAT, huh? Your GOAT in his little feel-out games. What the fuck is that? Just win the first game. Why do you always have to pussyfoot around in the first game? What is this?
He doesn't normally win first game ones, right? Except in round one.
Why?
Yeah.
Just go win. What are you doing? Jordan would never. Anyway,
hey,
I don't see
here's something. Wait, here's something for your conspiracy theories. Money. The more games you play, the more money you get.
Oh, you think they pay LeBron to like, hey, just lose this one? So
no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this could be part of your conspiracy series.
You're saying that he's like he just takes money. He's like a bum. Is that what, he needs the money, right? That's what you're saying.
I mean, he is going to be the richest athlete in the world at some point. Continue.
Anyway, I think you're right about that. Anyway, so back to my prediction. I think the Suns win, but this is going to be 6 or 7. I do think AD will not play as shitty as he did in the first game, but my problem with AD is if you're that guy, why do people need to keep telling you need to play better? What, like, this needs to come from within. And I see him on on the online playing GTA and shit like this, like streaming. Stop. Oh, yeah, you're in the playoffs. You need to stop. You need to play basketball. That's what you need to do. Do that shit in the offseason. Because if you're going to be streaming and then lay an egg like that where DeAndre Ayton's owning you,
that shit crazy though, because he's a whole NBA player and he has time to stream. I don't even have time to stream and I have a regular job.
Same here. Same here. If you got time to stream, you got time to take your ass to the gym. It is. And then another problem with LeBron, they're just giving this guy a pass. Okay, what is this?
Giving him a pass though,
right? You're just.
He just came back though. He just came back
from drinking tequila with Drake. Because you
should have been for a couple minutes.
You should have been home icing that ankle. If you needed to ice your ankle, sit home, ice your ankle, not go out with Drake, and then you still get to play no matter what happened. This is bullshit. But listen,
shout out Drake for winning Decade of the Artist. Artist of the Decade.
Absolutely, Aubrey, you deserve it. Shout out to you. He is the artist of the decade. I was riding with you since congratulations. Anyway, back to the Lakers. The Lakers are not going to win the championship. That is abundantly clear. Now, if they get out the first round, I mean, if they get out the first round, good for them. But they're not. I mean, this team, they don't have it. They don't have it. LeBron might still actually be hurt. They're trying to give him like, oh, it's a feel-out game. It's a feel-out. Maybe this is the best he can do. Maybe that's as far as he can go.
If they get out of the first round, you got to remember that they're going to either play the Jazz or the Grizzlies.
That's why I say I like their chances against either one. I mean, they might even make it to the finals, but they're not winning. They're not beating the Bucks and they're not beating the Nets. No. That's for sure.
Or the Heat.
No Heat.
Pardon?
You're not going to make the finals after losing by 30 something. Like, no.
Huh? I couldn't hear you. I muted myself on accident.
I said
Chris still said the Heat.
Or the Heat.
No.
No, that's not happening. But yeah, the Lakers, man, that I was happy to be disappointed because I was like, I think they're going to win this game. And then the Suns just came out and punched them in the mouth. And I do think it's sustainable. A lot of these media people are like, oh, that's just an aberration. Like, okay, the Lakers are going to get it together. They might not.
But again,
if AD plays like this, they might not.
I think it really depends on Chris Paul. Like, you saw how bad he was playing when he was in the game?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so I think it's going to really be dependent on his availability. So if he's back, I'm going to say Lakers. Like I said, Lakers lose in 5.
I mean, yeah, if Chris Paul can get to even 70, because the thing about Chris Paul is he's not like a huge scorer. He only puts in 16 points. He's a distributor. But what he can do is on defense, you still saw like he was doing little things and he plays like on the line. He's a little dirty like with the thing with LeBron. Like, so he's still going to do that. He's going to talk. He's going to just like, and I feel they get confidence when he's on the floor. Like you could see that. Like when he was in the locker room, it was like, huh?
It's like when he was at OKC. They had a lot of confidence with him.
Exactly. So I think as long as he could get out there and just like play, they'll benefit from that. And I
Mhm.
do see them winning in 6 games. I think the Suns win in 6 games. Shout out to my new son, Devin Booker. You joined the family.
It's a shitty family.
Patrick, goddamn, Patrick Mahomes is your brother. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your
He's your
brother.
light skinned son.
Yeah, he's my light skinned son. You know, I got 2 light skinned sons, and then I got Giannis. He's kind of still light skinned. He's like a red bone though. and then your sister is Sabrina Ionescu. I gotta fill out the film.
The youngest WNBA player to record a
Triple double. Yep.
Shout out to her. She is a baller though.
Baby mama. Well, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh, that's your baby mama?
No.
That's what I heard. Damn, did you just get married?
Yes, I did. I said,
you gotta put the mic closer.
Baby Mamba.
Oh,
Baby Mamba.
Okay.
Yep. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no trouble.
Okay, I thought you said baby mama. Okay, got it.
No, she's a huge fan of the podcast. She let me know that she listens to us all the time, but no.
Got it. All right.
Well, that's all we have this week for basketball.
Yeah.
What you got, Flacco?
Before we wrap up, though, I do and try to take the biases out of this if you can. But since we know what we're gonna watch, it's gonna be NBA playoff.
Right.
What is your series you're looking forward to watching the most?
I guess I'll start. Lakers Suns.
Suns.
I think I'm really interested to see if this young team can really beat LeBron, a LeBron-led team.
Yeah, I'm in that. I feel confident enough in the Bucks that I
well,
will watch all
keep
those
the
games.
bias out of it. I would have said the Wizards Sixers, but
yeah, I mean, I'm going with Atlanta and New York just because
that's a good series too.
Between 4 and 5, them and probably like Denver and Portland, those are the ones I'll probably look out for. But besides NBA basketball, we do have Champions League's final this coming weekend. And for you guys who don't know that is soccer. They're going to have Chelsea and Man City playing in the biggest game of the year. So make sure to tune in Sunday. It's probably going to be around 3 p.m. So tune in. And besides that, we are now streaming some clips on YouTube. So if you're more of a visual person and you want to see how we look, you want to see my pretty ass face, make sure to catch us on YouTube. And now I ain't a pretty boy.
I knew it was coming too.
But I ain't ugly. But yeah, 3 timeouts. Catch us on 3 timeouts on YouTube. You catch us obviously on our IG where we're most active at 3 timeouts. Our Twitter is a little dead, but you can still catch us there. We'll try to put some more content up on there. But as always, catch us next week, and we'll have an update for you with the NBA playoffs. And I'm sure 98% of our predictions are going to change. So,
for sure.
You mean Mavs in 4?
Yeah.
Later, everyone.
All right. Deuces, y'all.